Let's unbox this Esselte, if I'm saying that right, electronic diary from Esselte Office Machines AB, which I think is Sweden. DC battery used. Serial number. Nothing else on it. Let's unbox it and get into it. Of course, it came out upside down. There was some batteries in it and paperworks and some other things we'll have to look at. And in here is the main unit, protected in plastic. There's the main unit here. There are 3 C-cell batteries, long dead I would presume, a pencil, some paperwork and calendar sheets, and according to the instructions, this is a pen holder, a pencil holder, and it says it comes with a cleaning thing. I suppose that's it. Take the pencil out, and we'll use 3 different batteries. All right, let's look at the paperwork first. Looks like an instruction sheet. Some refills and accessory information. And more sheets to put here. Let's take a look at this again. The idea behind this uses the principle of the fact that graphite, like in a number 2 pencil, conducts electricity. You mark some things along here for times when you want to have appointments or something on a date that you can write here, and your appointments. And when the sensors in here pick up conductivity based on the clock time, it will beep. Now, that's for like 6 in the morning till 6 at night. Now, once you go from 6 at night back to 6 in the morning, and you still have things here, you want to put a mark down here to show that it's night. So this is not 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. exactly. It's not a.m. or p.m. It's 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So 12 o'clock doesn't really mean anything. There is some sensors under here. We'll have to take a look at those later, more up close. It's all plastic. This is how you turn the buzzer off when your alarm sets. When the red light is on, the buzzer will never turn on. You can disconnect that. Now, if you want to turn the buzzer off, you have to press just your finger. Or you can leave it all off by setting that with the red light. Now, the interesting thing here is between 12 a.m. and 12 p.m., the date is in white letters. Between 12 p.m. and 12 a.m., it's in yellow. So that's how you know AM or PM on the clock. It's kind of confusing. It does not line up with this. All right. So, and here's the back side, underneath side, a place for setting the hands and then adjusting the speed day to day if it was going too fast or slow or something, and a place for 3 C-cell batteries. Let's go ahead and put the C-cell batteries in right now. Now I have played with this and I noticed something interesting. When you put the first C-cell in, it starts. And they're tight. You can already hear it. So it only takes one C-cell to really operate it. I suppose the others are to give it duration. And there's your speaker. All right, you pull that little thing to release the paper. There's nothing underneath it. You put it back in. That's all that is. All right, looking at the accessory sheet, it shows the electronic reminder, not electronic diary. Shows a pencil holder. I'll have to try that out. The clock, the on-off button. What else we got down here? A lead pencil mark. It has to be lead pencil for graphite conductivity. Activates the beep here between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Or you can come down here and mark it 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Write your appointments or whatever you want here and a date here if you need to. And on the back you can see some accessory units. The original unit was $80, 1975. I'll have to check and see what that comes out to current dollars. You'll have a base extension. I'm not sure how that would work. You'll have a spiral bound pad you could get for $15. Dated pads, where that's already filled in for years, I guess, for $15, and then more of these undated pads for $4. Okay, let's see, this is from Oxford Pendaflex. Each individually packed unit comes with one 50-volt sheet pad, 50 sheet pad, 3 1.5-volt batteries, one mechanical pencil, one pencil holder, one cleaner, instructions for use, warranty card, and purchase registration card. No dates. I did not get any warranty or purchase cards with mine. So, there. Let's look at the instructions. Mark your appointments with a pencil and let electronics with a K, I guess that's a Swedish thing, do the rest. That's all it takes to jog your memory. You can read that. Between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., the date is colored yellow. or the day, that is. Push button cancels it. Clock adjustment. Locking button for diary sheets. Release them. 2 moldings facilitate locating the diary sheets correctly. Sort of the instructions about marking with a pencil. And then it uses the properties of graphite conductivity to actually operate it. Set the alarms and things. Now here, electronic is with a C. Here it's with a K. Go figure. Batteries, clock, diary sheets, programming, pretty simple. The buzzer, press it to turn it off or turn it up till the red line's there. And totally mute it. Making the sheets read markings between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. with the night. And then that. Use a lead pencil. They don't give much, if any, information on cleaning. They just say clean it somewhere. I saw that. It is advised to clean the electronic sensors in the programming plate at regular intervals with the brush supplied, which I take it as this, but there's no visual of how to do that or which way's up or down. This one's kind of furry, like Velcro almost. Am I supposed to put alcohol on it? I don't know. Doesn't mention that. Well, let's move on to something else. Well, let's see, we can set the clock for a certain time. Let's try and run it past to the point where we can see the day turn from white letters to yellow letters. Nope, I must be on the wrong clock. Could they have made this any more confusing? Okay, I think it just detected a pencil mark up here for 6. Yep. So now we're on the daytime, on Thursday. Now you can change things up according to the instructions by erasing that pencil mark at night or whenever you want to. So if I want to erase the night mark, now the graphite will not conduct. And these should be going off at a different time. Between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. There's the first 6 a.m. one, I guess. 6:15. Did it do a 6:30? It didn't do a 6:30. Looks like the next one is 9:30. 9:15, excuse me. I was wondering why it didn't do a 10:30 one, but now I see that the pencil mark here isn't outside the line. There you go. Okay, well, the alarms work. Okay, let's look at something else here. So it comes with a 0.9 millimeter number 2 pencil. It doesn't have an eraser in it, that I can tell. And it looks like, according to the instructions, although they don't show, you can attach it to the unit. I figured out it looks like it's I need that to be there. Let me see this for a second here. So the only way I can see them to do that, if they show it in the instructions, would be to use this screw hole here and insert that like that. It seems to work. You'd think they might have pointed that out, how to do it, but they did not. So now you have a pencil holder. Yay. Notice they call this a pad. I guess I assume pads are somehow glued or stapled together. Those are just loose sheets, but that's what they call it. Let's see, and I could not find any service information on this or patents. I checked European patents, American patents. I found nothing. That could just be my poor patent searching skills, but I couldn't find anything. Maybe you can. But it says to clean the sensors. I don't know if I can get a close-up enough look at the sensors here, but there's really not much to see. That a little yellow bar with some contacts on it. But I don't know what to do. You just slip that in there and go like that. I really don't know. Or is it the other side? I honestly don't know. Um, 1975, I don't know of any other electronic reminders you could have had. I'm sure there are some. I'm sure people will point them out, but I mean, that's a couple years before the Apple II or the PAD or the TRS-80, where you could have reminder software. This is the same year that the Altair 8800 came out, so this is pretty early on for something electronic. For all its faults and failings, I have to remember that. And it still works once you figure out the darn confusing day and date and color time and things like that. It seems to be fine. Let's take a break for a second. I've taken the batteries out, and it ran about another 15 seconds after I took the batteries out. I might try and see if I can get in here and look at the insides. Okay, I finally got it open. Those screws were terrible. Not much to see in here, really. One little board marked with all the different colors of wirings. Go into these traces here. Ooh, card. Here's what you see where the circuits are here. I don't know if that comes out too well on the video, but you can see all the contact strips for the graphite conductivity. Kind of match along the edge in here. That's where you stick your cleaning brush, I guess. I left one battery in it just to have the clock ticking away. You can see how each day has two different ones, but once again, it's hard for you to see, but one of them is always yellow and one of them's white. They change. That's just very confusing to me. Violates my normal expectations. But I guess back then it was a way to do it. To keep those sheets lined up with 6 to 6 and 6 to 6 again. And to know where you were on the day. Well, let's see if there's any hope I can get this back together. Well, that's been the 1975 electronic diary from Esselte in Sweden. At least what I could show of it. It's kind of an infuriating machine, but trying to do a lot for what it was trying to do in 1975. Using electronics and graphite conductivity for daily alarms. I guess it's still kind of a clever piece of vintage equipment. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.